Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 2 of ComputerCraft tutorials. In this episode I'm going to be going over strings in depth, only strings, so it's going to be a relatively short episode. Obviously I'm not just going to be going through the syntax of strings, I'm going to be going through the string library as well, which contains helpful methods such as sub, gsub, match, find, all those beautiful things. I'm only going to skim over the string library. If you want to find out more, there'll be a link in the description to the page on that in the Lua pill. Let's get into it. So let's call our string my string. So we start it with double quotation. Hey there. Well, let's just do hello world, shall we? Let's say that I wanted to print out a string with the quotes in it. Then I could go hello. Say I wanted to wrap the word world in these quotes, right? Well, that's not going to work. If we print my string, and I'll open up CCMU Redux, so you can see that this is causing an error. So to resolve this error, we want to escape these quotes. By putting a backward slash in front of the characters we want to escape, you'll see that we no longer have the problem, and it does in fact print the quotes out. Let's say you wanted to make a multi-line string. So in here, you can do anything. Quotes that are in here will be printed as quotes. There is no need to escape these ones. So let's say I wanted to print something, print hey. What will that do? It's not actually going to print hey, it's going to print the print hey. These are not called. Anything in there is not called. So you can put anything in here. You cannot, however, do this. This will cause a problem. How do we get around this? They added a feature that allows you to put equals signs in between these brackets. It's kind of like an identifier. I can now have these in here no problem, right? But what about if I wanted to have those in there too? What about if then you can just add another equal sign to these? You'll also see the syntax highlighting is picking up on that. You can see that now these two are paired together, as you can see by the little pink underline, and these two are paired together, which is a really good feature. Let's say I was trying to do a multi-level string which contained a comment, a multi-line comment. Well, that's not going to work. So rather than putting them in here, which optionally you can do if you really wanted to, if you do this, it will also work, as long as they're not the same as the outside brackets. But that looks a little bit ugly. I'd rather do that in the behind the scenes section by putting them in here. And now there's your multi-line comment. Let's say I have a string that says hello world again. Actually, let's change the sentence to say hello planet. Right? We'll change planet to world. I'm going to go string.gsub, and then going to pass in my string, and I'm going to tell it to look for planet and replace that with world. So we're going to look for planet, and then if we find it, we're going to replace it with world. This does not adjust the string, it only returns a new one. Look at that. Really helpful feature. There's another one called string.sub, and what this does is accepts a starting and an ending index. So let's say I wanted to get the word hello, then I would put 1 in here and maybe 5 in here. Yeah, so you get the word hello. So it's starting at the index 1, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it gets this and it stops. If you wanted to get the word planet, what you could do is you could get rid of this last index. But if you put a minus in front of here, then that will start from the end of the string. And then I can just put 6. And it will start at the end and work 6 in towards the start. You could also do it with starting at 6. It does actually just keep the space in there. But that's the same thing, right? You're just skipping over this and starting at P, which is the 7th character. String.sub, very powerful feature. Again, it doesn't alter the current string, it returns a new one. You can also do myString :sub. Now what on earth does that do? Well, you'll see that it still doesn't affect the original string. You still have to do myString equals then the function execution, right? But it just allows you to get rid of a fair amount of code, really. So you can do sub, you can also do g sub. Everything you can do string dot whatever, you can actually call using a colon on the string itself. Pretty cool, right? Thought I'd just throw that in there. String dot rep. So if I do print string dot rep my string, then I can pass in how many times I want to repeat this. Let's go 10, and it'll repeat hello planet 10 times. Whoops. Oh, sorry, my bad. Typo. How did I hit D on accident? Hello planet 10 times, right? Pretty self-explanatory. Again, you can do my string. It's just gonna be easy to do this. You can do like that too, and it will give you the same result. That's it for this episode. If it helped you, then be sure to leave a thumbs up. If you thought it could be improved, then do let me know in the comments, and if you didn't like the video, leave it a thumbs down. If you want to stay tuned for further episodes, be sure to subscribe, and share it to your friends if you think it could help them too. I'll see you in the next episode.